It's just been one of those days. So I was sick yesterday, so today was like my Monday. And Tuesdays that are Mondays don't suck entirely, but it's still like a Monday. It's just dumb. And then today was just I woke up and I knew it was going to be weird because I had anxiety really, really bad. And normally I just take my anxiety pills to sleep and wake up without having anxiety. But this time I woke up and I had to take it again. Like I got to work and I took one. And then halfway through the day I had to take one. And then again when I got home I had to take one because I was feeling so much anxiety. And it had to do with money, it had to do with work, and what it feels like when I have a panic attack or an anxiety attack. Like my skin feels like it's crawling. Like it legitly, like especially today, like in my hands, it felt like it was something was crawling. And no matter what I did, like I couldn't get that itching feeling out and I couldn't do anything about it. And I was on the verge of tears every single time I saw something or heard something or just sat there in silence and I was on the verge of tears. And it's those days where it's like you can't take a deep breath because you don't know what's going to happen when you relax, when you let that breath out. And it wasn't a sucky day. That's the thing, is it wasn't a terrible day. It's just been stressful. I had to ask my parents for more money because I can't make ends meet because I'm picking up the pieces from when I had my relapse, and I just can't get ahead of that. And I was so stressed about that. So as the day went on, I was reminiscing on the past weekend, and I was at my boyfriend's house, and it was great, and he's amazing, and I've never had somebody support me in so many different ways. And when we're just laying there watching TV, and I've never had like that intimacy in the most simple of moments. A couple Sundays ago, I had my period, and we're laying on the couch, and he's rubbing my back because I was in pain because being a girl sucks, and that was so intimate. He seems to appreciate those moments, which is weird, but I appreciate those moments, and it shows me that he cares. And this weekend, I was making breakfast and had my pills all laid out on his counter. And he came up and asked what they all were. I'm like, well, these are my natural ones, flaxseed oil and digestive-zyme. And this is my depression one. This is my anxiety one. This is the pill for ADD. And then he just hugged me. And he just said, I'm proud of you. And I've had people tell me that they're proud of me. You know, my friends and family, they're kind of stuck with me. So I've never had somebody who continuously chooses to be in my life. Every day chooses to be in my life. And today I just questioned everything about that. And I know that it's the disease, and this is what I tell, my friends or anybody who asks me about my struggles. I tell them, well, certain thoughts are just the disease. And yet I sit here and I can't separate what's going on in my mind. And it seems like, the pills just started to help, and now I feel like I'm hitting a wall, and I don't know why, but it's starting to affect a lot of my life again. And I was just starting to piece things together, and it's just days like this that I just can't deal with the anxiety. And I couldn't breathe because every single time I take a deep breath, the second that I would let it out and relax, I'd be terrified of that relaxing and then just letting go. I never relax because the second I relax is when I lose control again. It takes a lot to think like a normal person when you spent your whole life thinking like this and not letting people love you and not loving yourself. It's hard to change. even when you have people there helping you and being there for you, it's right now it's really hard for me to practice what I'm preaching. And it's really hard for me to have hope. And it's really hard to accept the idea that somebody cares. But now I'm questioning why anybody else would love me. And it's constant. And again, it's affecting how I eat. It's affecting my sleep because I don't eat and I sleep all the time. I come home from work now and I just lay on my couch again. And then I get even more sad. There's been a lot of talk about the future for me. I'm choosing to go down a different career path, and I was excited, and now I'm just not. I'm at a point where I don't see it anymore. And I know it's just the disease, and I know I'm not going to do anything because I can't do that to my family and everybody. It's really hard to get past it.